This is Warsaw Information Foxtrot. Observation at 1000, expect you arrival runway 33 ILS, approach departures runway 33, transition level 80, wind 330 degrees 6 knots variable between 290 and 010 degrees, visibility 10 kilometers, few clouds at 1800 feet, temperature 25, 2.19 QNH 1011 hectopascals. No significant change. You have received information Foxtrot.
Yep, so it does look like runway 33, so they're applying the NOTAM some pilots were talking about a couple of days ago on the previous flight. So runway 2911 is closed. I do believe that runway 29 will be the departure runway in usual times, but yeah, it's NOTAM closed. So it's gonna be runway 33, and it's gonna be the Success 5 kilo. We can go back to the route. We've got the runway now and the route page there, and on the rest of the route pages we've got the departure to Success with no discontinuity. We can execute that. Then we'll check the routing is correct, so I'll bring the EFB. EFB here is. Alright, we'll go to departure, select the SID, runway 33, and Success 5 kilo. Here is on the screen, so I'll do is I'll put it on the map mode here. Bring the display there, perfect. Okay, so initially straight ahead to the Whiskey Alpha 801. It's not the right display, I need to use the other FMC actually. Yeah, here is Whiskey Alpha 801, 1500 feet or above, maximum 220, so that's in the FMC. We're never gonna reach 220 knots, I think, by that point, so it's okay. Then we turn left to the Whiskey Alpha 802, to Marcus, and then to Success, so it's all in there. So, happy days. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Flight instruments.
Heading 056, altimeter 1011.
Heading 056, altimeter 1011. Pre-flight checklist complete.
Warsaw radar, Air France 1147.
Air France 1147, good evening, correction, good afternoon, Warsaw radar.
Yeah, in Warsaw, stand 14, request clearance to Paris Charles de Gaulle.
Air France 1147, copy ATC clearance to your destination Paris Charles de Gaulle, out of runway 33, Success 5 kilo, squawk 4530.
Okay, clear to Paris Charles de Gaulle, Success 5 kilo, runway 33 and squawk 4530, Air France 1147.
Air France 1147, clearance copied, correct.
Alright, so that was correct. So, and the departure there, that's the one we have, Success 5 kilo, runway 33. Oops. We got the runway track set there. 6,000 feet is the initial level, and then the squawk, it's 45. 3, no, it's the other one. 4530 in the squawk. That's that. Ground Frederick.
Go ahead.
Can we pressurize hydraulics?
Roger, you're clear to pressurize the hydraulics.
Before start procedure.
Are we clear to pressurize?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'll arm the doors. The cargo doors are closed. Good. Happy days. Also look at the stop trim. It's supposed to be 675, so I'll set 675 here. It's 6 units now.
I'm ready for the checklist.
6.5, 675 in the gap there. He's ready for the checklist. Just double check the recall there. Yeah, it's just engine shutdown, that's expected. So I set the hydraulic panel, the fuel panel is set, and yeah, that's pretty much it really. Cool. Before start, checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds.
Set and checked.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Completed. Trim.
Set and checked.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist complete.
Warsaw Air France 1147, request push and start.
Air France 1147 at stand 14, push and start is approved, facing to the north, QNH Warsaw 1011.
Push and start approved to face north, QNH 1011, Air France 1147. Right, push and start is approved to face north, so nose to the left. Right.
Air France 11 Delta Golf, welcome to Warsaw, continue straight ahead, Oscar, right, Mike, stand 17.
Yeah. This down
Continue,
is clear.
Oscar 2 and stand 17, Air France 11 Delta Golf.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Cool.
Locking gear.
Oh, beautiful, the aircraft next door. Why is this? Uh-oh. Really misloaded. Never seen that before. Good God.
Kashuben 005, you had
so he
to
said nose
report
to the
airborne,
left.
negative radar contact, set squawk 4536.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Off we go.
Kashuben 005, Warsaw.
Start sequence is 2 then 1.
Kashuben 005, thank you. And now identify
Start the
climb
right
flight
engine.
level 300 and from present position proceed direct
Start the
to
right
Govan.
engine.
Starting right.
So the first officer sets the start
Oil
switch
pressure.
to start, which is pretty much self-explanatory, and then it's the captain's job to set the fuel control switch to run the N2 increases, followed by the oil pressure.
Wizard
then
1289,
the
report your
N1.
stand number.
Once we get to about 33%, then the fuel is
Wizard
going to be
1289, thank you. Push and
injected
start
in
is
the
approved.
system, and
QNH
the
Katowice
start
1013.
continues. Obviously, if there's no fuel, then you wouldn't really start the engines, really. So, alright, so we're gonna be facing north. It's nice to see the lot scenery there with FLAI custom package for VATSIM there. That's nice. 737, yeah. Cool. So we're facing north or kind of northwest, which is what he was asking, I believe. Start the left engine.
Starting left.
So same thing, start switch comes to start, and the fuel control switch will come to run.
Oil pressure.
So N2 is increasing ahead of the oil pressure. We don't really look at the bottom parameters there.
Set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
And then the N1 follows the GT as well, should stay relatively low until the fuel is injected. 33 and a half. The fuel is gonna increase there. It's quite well simulated in here, and well, it's not exactly the same, but it's not too far off. And then the N2 should lead the EGT, which in turn leads the N1. At least when I say lead, is the position of the needles. They are increasing, and then the red light, the red line there on the EGT comes off. You could hear the click as well at the same time, and that's the start finished. So we confirm the good engine start. So we got 2 good starts. You're clear to disconnect, and we'll see you on the right with a pin. Bye bye. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Unlocking gear.
We'll check the flight controls. Up, down,
Truck disconnected. Bypass bin removed.
left, and right. Then we'll wait for the engineer to wave with the pin. Then we can check the rudder pedals. You would wait for the engineer to kind of show the pin to make sure that he's not left the pin in the slot near the nose wheel, and then when you do the rudder check, you kind of break everything. So.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
That's it. Showing the pin, waving goodbye. So we can check the rudder pedal. Center, full left, center, full right, center. We're good to go. Check the recall again, just myself. There's nothing on the recall. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Anti-ice, auto, recall, checked. Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Warsaw, Air France 1147, request taxi.
Air France 1147, taxi via Mike, Zulu, Alpha, Hotel, holding point runway 33.
Taxi via Mike, Zulu, Alpha, Hotel, holding point runway 33, Air France 1147.
Small correction, Wizard 1289, air taxi via Echo Delta,
So,
Hotel
he
Sierra,
said
holding point runway 27.
via Mike, which that's Mike. Zulu. Oh yeah, no, Zulu is further up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Zulu is at the top here. Oops, up here, so taxi straight ahead onto Zulu and then along Alpha. So he said the cabin was ready. I heard, so displayed the weather
Lufthansa
radar.
303 leaving my
Reduce
space,
this one.
unfortunately Praha offline, switch monitor Unicom 1 to the simulator, radar services are terminated. Have a nice flight to Munich, to miłego.
Unicom 1122, decimal 8, thank you, wielkie trzymaj się, hej.
Alright, so left here on Zulu. The scenery is quite nice actually, even though it's only the demo. And then onto Alpha here. Before takeoff, checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist complete.
Checklist complete. That's it. Before takeoff, checklist complete. You're very good today, guys. Feel free to ask questions, say hi. Hope once again everybody's doing well. Right, so we're now on Alpha, and then he said
1289, line up runway 27, wind is 310 degrees at 6 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff, report airport.
Just want to double check where hotel is. Got Alpha Hotel. I'm gonna need full length actually. Warsaw Air France 1147 request full length on Alpha 8 I believe.
Air France 1127, standby short.
Okay.
Warszawa, radar, dobry wieczór. Poprosimy o otworzenie radyjka do 3905.
3905, radio 5.
Radio na 5 lub 3905.
Like always, you
Air
need
France 1147, continue taxi via Alpha, holding point Alpha 8, runway 33.
Okay, continue taxiing on Alpha 8, holding point runway 33 and assume clear to cross runway 1129. Right, he didn't see. But yeah, I think the
Wizz 1289,
runway is closed.
Warsaw, identified. Climb flight level
For
280.
ATC as well, it's a little bit difficult because he's controlling a big part of Poland, doing the departures, the arrivals, the clearances, everything. So it's a lot of work for him. Although you don't hear him very busy, but when you control with the radar screen, you need to zoom in to look at the flight details of everybody and everything. So it's a little bit when you control the center and you're in charge of several airports, it's a little bit complicated. So runway ahead 2911, we're clear to cross. The runway, as I said, is no time to close, so it's good. However, it's clear on the right, it's clear on the left, roughly. It's good.
Approaching 29.
So the RAS will tell you approaching runway 29, so you confirm that. And as I said on the previous flight, set the strobe lights when you cross, so that you're a bit more visible. Above all at night, the flashing lights on the wingtips are quite visible. And then off once you crossed. we're continuing straight all the way.
Wizard 1289, proceed direct Luxor.
Gonna go past the cargo apron. We're parked on Friday now. Gonna reduce the thrust a little bit. You shouldn't need to taxi with thrust on, but like always, it's not working properly actually. Air France 1147 is ready for departure.
Air France 1147, thank you. Wind Warszawa is 320 degrees, 7 knots, variable between 260 and 010. Runway 33 cleared for takeoff, report airborne.
Clear for takeoff, runway 33 will report airborne, Air France 1147. So runway 33 is clear on the left. Clear for takeoff. Runway entry procedure.
Check.
Approaching 3-3.
Let's go.
On runway 33.
Okay, that's the RAS confirming runway 33. Line up. About 55%. Takeoff.
Check.
Thrust ref.
Check. Thrust set.
Wizard 1427, hello Warszawa, radar contact. Cleared Pavok to Delta arrival for the ILS approach, runway 27, descent
80
flight
knots.
level 100.
Hold.
Check.
V1.
Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
LNAV.
Check. 400 feet.
Thrust ref.
Check.
VNAV speed.
Check.
Autopilot.
Check.
Air France 1147 airborne.
Climb.
Warszawa, Air France 1147 is airborne, passing 2,600 feet, climbing 6,000.
Air France 1147, Warszawa identified, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Air France 1147. 360 is set.
Lot 3905, witam serdecznie Warszawa, copy
Flaps one.
destination,
Speed
Kraków
check,
out of runway
flaps one.
33, Evina 4 kilo, squawk 1000.
Runway 33, Evina 4, Kilo Squawk 1000 knots, 3905.
3905, clearance correct.
Flaps up.
214, short
Speed
leaving
checked,
my space,
flaps
no
up.
further ATC, switch monitor Unicom 1 to the simulate, radar services are terminated. Have a nice flight to Stockholm, Arlanda, bye-bye.
After takeoff checklist.
Fraction 4,
After
Papa
takeoff
Alpha,
checklist.
confirm
After
ready for
takeoff
IFR
checklist
clearance.
complete.
Fraction 4,
Cool,
Papa
here we
Alpha,
are.
copy ATC clearance to your destination, Frankfurt,
So great
out
with
of runway
ATC
25,
actually.
MD3
Amazing.
Juliet, initial climb 6,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Right, so we're gonna approach the transition altitude soon. Transition altitude, altimeter standard.
Standard set.
Confirm squawk 1,000?
That's it, standard set 3 times, passing now flight level 65, having flight level 360, we've got 360 in the climb page there, that's the active level. That's
Roger
good.
that, in that case, fraction 4 Papa Alpha, squawk for you will be 4572. 4 Papa Alpha,
let's see,
clearance
yeah.
correct, startup approved, QNH Kraków 1012.
So yeah, as I was saying, as you can hear, he's got like somebody in Kraków, the air traffic controller. Somebody in Kraków. There was he was sending the weather, I think, for Katowice as well. So he's dealing with a lot of people at the same time. That's it. The departure is quite straightforward. The left turn to Soxer. That's it. I don't think we've got Praha, but then we'll have Frankfurt, hopefully.
Flight level 100.
Okay, so accelerating now to 320 knots, the Econ
User
climb speed.
1289, reclimb flight level 370.
Climbing 370 with 1289.
Wizard 1427, continue descent altitude 6,000.
Seatbelt sign, auto.
Katowice 101.
Seatbelt signs, auto.
Cool.
Wizard 1427, continue descent altitude 6,000 feet, QNH Katowice 1013.
Continue descending 6,005 QNH 1013 with a 1.
So 360 from the cruise. The maximum is 368, so it's not too bad. There's nothing too nasty compared to the other day where there was like huge red blobs on the navigation display. Yeah, it's quite nice. Nice kind of lake there in the middle of the town. Yeah, I pretty much flew all the 777 variants. Yeah.
Lot 3905, thank you.
But nowadays it's mostly the 300ER.
Warszawa 1011, facing to the north.
But yeah, I've flown all the variants, the 200, the 200ER, the 300, the 300ER, the freighter, all of them.
Fraction 4 Papa Alpha, request taxi.
Fraction 4 Papa Alpha, thank you, taxi via Okay, maybe first report your face. You are facing to the taxiway Tango, to the terminal,
Oh,
or
we're gonna
Sierra
fly
to the
a
runway.
beam Woods. I do remember a long time
Fraction
ago
4 Papa
flying
Alpha,
into
thank you. In
Woods
that
there,
case,
Echo
taxi
Papa
via
Lima.
Sierra Zulu Alpha, holding
And
for runway
if I'm
25.
correct, it's runway 24, 25, something like that, kind of westerly facing. And if we look outside of the window, I don't know if we don't really see much.
Wizard
There's
1427, continue descend
too many
altitude
clouds, but
4000 feet.
the approach into Woods was quite interesting because there was like a big chimney just maybe, I don't know, a mile and a half off the ILS and the runway center line. So you kind of feel like you're getting close to the chimney, but obviously you're not going to hit the chimney because it's a little bit on the side, but it feels a little bit too close for comfort. That's Woods Echo Papa Lima for you. There was always a bit of an interesting approach in there, you know. You feel you're getting really close to the chimney.
3905, taxi via Mike, Oscar Alpha, Hotel 2, holding point runway 33.
Taxi via Mike, Oscar Alpha, Hotel 2, holding point runway 33, lot 3905.
Right, so we should leave his airspace, not that I want to, but we'll have to leave it at some point. At Tom T, I think, is the exit, the boundary with Prague, but Prague is not on at the moment, so. So what we sometimes do is go to the fixed page, enter Tom T, and then for example set 10 mile ring, so that then we can see the boundary point, and then if we don't get transferred before the waypoint, then you can kind of inquire with ATC for the transfer to the next sector.
Lot 331, copy, ATC clearance to your destination, VIN out of runway 33, Avina 4 kilo, squawk 4524.
Get to Vienna via Avina 4K, runway 50, squawk 4524, lot 331.
Yeah, so today is the last leg. Flew Paris to London, London to Frankfurt, Munich to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to Rome, Rome to Madrid, Barcelona to Zurich, Zurich Stockholm, Stockholm Brussels, Brussels Warsaw, and today Warsaw to Paris. Quite a nice tour.
$1,000 feet to level off.
Okay. So with 1,000 feet to level off, kind of monitor the rate of climb. At the moment it's 1150 there, so it's reasonable, so we can leave it in VNAV speed. If the rate of climb was maybe 2,000 feet per minute, then you could consider going into a vertical speed and do a vertical speed 1,000 for the last 1,000 feet. But since the VNAV is doing a good job there with 1,100 feet per minute, and there's not a lot of spare thrust, then you can leave it do its thing. So yeah, we'll get to the cruise level in about 18 minutes from the start of the takeoff from. Speed.
Check.
VNAV path.
Check.
Yeah, so kind of speak out the FME changes there. So I went from was it thrust, or yeah, to speed, and then from VNAV speed to VNAV path. So every time the FME changes, then you kind of speak it or talk it out. So here we are, pretty much over the Polish countryside. We've got what looks like Wrocław there at 11 o'clock, about 40 miles. And Poznan here, Echo Papa Papa Oscar. It's pretty much 3 o'clock. So yeah, heading towards the Czech Republic. So a fair amount of cloud today, but it's not looking too threatening, so it's nice. A bit of a tailwind as well, which is going to help.
Shovel radar, good afternoon. Ryanair 4 Echo Quebec Flight 390 inbound Gallon.
Ryanair 4 Echo Quebec Hello Warszawa, 4547.
4547 Ryanair 4 Echo Quebec.
Poznan at 3 o'clock. Looking in the distance there. Yeah, it's hard to see anything.
Ryanair 4 Echo Quebec radar contact level 380.
Yeah, I mean,
Tango arrival.
I've done it in the past, but to fly a long haul on this is a little bit too much. You know, I can't afford to spend so much time on this.
Ryanair 4 Echo Quebec cleared Octave 3 Romeo arrival for the airnav approach runway 11 in Gdańsk.
Oh, the Germans are back on. Happy days. So it's a little bit tricky because as a controller, I find it personally like not nice when the pilot is not attending the connection. And also I find it sometimes, depending on how busy he is, I find it like a little bit of a pain in the backside if someone connects in the middle of a session and you don't see where they're coming from, and it's kind of, you know, it's not very good. So but at the same time you cannot remain away from the connection and take the risk to be away from the connection. So yeah.
3905, that's okay. Then continue via flight plan route. Air France 1147, leaving my airspace shortly. Unfortunately, Praha offline. Switch monitor Unicom 1 to the simulator. Radar services are terminated. Have a nice flight to Paris. Bye bye.
122, dissimulate, Air France 1147. Bye bye. Thanks for the service. Jinky.
Jinky.
Alright, so we'll go to 122, dissimulate. At least it's gonna mute the chatter in the background. That's it, going into the Czech Republic. Prague is not on, so. No, I mean the flight simulation is worth doing anything else. I mean, some people like would I don't know, collect I don't know, collect toys, would go fishing, would go, I don't know, would be into looking at the stars, or I mean, everybody you know, do what they want to do. I mean, if you cannot fly in real and you've got a passion for aviation and you want to kind of you know, enjoy the flying through flight simulation there, it's I think it's more than acceptable, you know. The industry as a whole is going through a tough time, but we'll have to see what's in store for the next few months. See if everything is settling down, if there's a second wave, if what the situation is really, and then also what the general public confidence in traveling and flying is as well. That'll be important, and also how deep their wallet is, because a lot of people obviously are gonna be in financial difficulties and a lot of unemployment, possibly an economic recession or full crisis. So yeah, we'll have to see what's in store, as I said.